You step into a convenience store in the US. It's often for quick gas, maybe a stale snack, an afterthought. You barely spend a minute. Now picture Japan. There, a store with the same name is a daily stop for fresh meals, hot coffee, and all kinds of services. They're woven deep into life itself. This isn't just a store, it's a whole different world operating under the same label. The big why behind this massive gap is what we need to see. Yeah, that gap isn't just a small one, it's a canyon. Let's be honest. When you think of a convenience store in the States, what comes to mind? Probably not great things. The food can look a little questionable. One person put it perfectly when she called it grim, like everything has been sitting on the shelf for ages. You pretty much only go there if you're desperate. But in Japan, it is the complete opposite. Their convenience stores, or Konbini as they're called, are loved. They're literally on every street corner. We're talking over 55,000 of them across the country, and they aren't a last resort. For millions of people, they're the first stop of the day. People rely on them for amazing fresh food, like high-quality bento boxes, sandwiches, and rice balls that are made that same morning. But it goes way beyond just snacks. You can pay your bills there, print concert tickets, pick up packages, and even do your photocopying. They're a core part of the community. So how did this happen? How did stores with the exact same name, like 7-Eleven, end up becoming two totally different things in two different countries? In this video, we're going to break down what makes Japan's Konbini so special. We'll look at the culture, the business, and the unbelievable quality that makes them an essential part of daily life, and not just a place to grab gas. So let's start with the most obvious difference: the food. Forget sad-looking hot dogs on a roller. In Japan, you can walk into a 7-Eleven and grab an egg salad sandwich that people rave about online, or fresh onigiri, those rice balls with different fillings that are made just hours before you buy them. It's food you actually want to eat, not food you settle for. And the big chains are all competing to be the best. 7-Eleven pushes its high-quality Kilimanjaro coffee, which sounds more like something from a specialty cafe. The chain Lawson focuses on using fresh, natural ingredients. Family Mart even has its own brand of ready-made meals called Okasan Shokudu, which translates to Mother's Restaurant. They're designed to taste and feel like a comforting home-cooked meal. There are even commercials showing their food cheering someone up after a bad day. Think about that. They're selling the feeling of home, not just a quick bite. But it's not just about what you can buy to eat. It's about what you can do. These stores have become essential life hubs. You can pay your utility bills, print documents from a USB stick, or even buy tickets for concerts and theme parks. They're constantly trying new things too. One Konbini chain trialed an umbrella sharing service where you could borrow an umbrella for less than $1 just by scanning a QR code. It's all about solving the small, annoying problems of daily life. In 2019, Japan's convenience stores brought in over $100 billion in sales. People aren't just grabbing one thing either. The average customer spent close to $6 every time they walked in, and that number keeps going up. It's clear these aren't just stores anymore. They are a core part of the country's infrastructure, completely changing what the word convenience can mean. So, how did things get this way? Why are there over 55,000 of these stores packed into a country the size of California? Well, it all starts with how Japan is built. The cities are incredibly dense. Millions of people live packed together, often in small apartments with limited kitchen or storage space. When you have that many people living on top of each other, a store on every corner isn't just a luxury, it becomes a necessity. There's a built-in customer base within a 2-minute walk in any direction. And it's not just about how many people there are, but how they live. More and more people in Japan are living alone. When it's just you, you're not doing a massive weekly grocery run. You're grabbing a meal for tonight, a snack for tomorrow. The Konbini becomes your personal pantry, always stocked and just a few steps away. It's perfectly designed for a single-person household. But there's another, even bigger reason these stores are so essential. Japan's population is aging, and fast. For many older people, a trip to a big supermarket can be difficult. The Konbini on their block becomes a lifeline. It's a place they can easily walk to for fresh food, to pay their bills, and even just to have a bit of human interaction. You're already seeing a massive push towards self-service checkouts, and the next step is already here: completely unmanned stores. One tech company is planning to roll out 1,000 checkout-free stores in the next couple of years. The Konbini isn't just a product of modern Japan, it's actively changing to meet the country's future challenges head-on. But all of that technology and planning means nothing if the food isn't good. And the food is amazing. Anyone who's been to Japan will tell you the same thing. You can grab a sandwich or a rice ball and onigiri, and it tastes like it was just made. Go to a convenience store in the US and you know that stuff has probably been sitting there for a long, long time. In Japan, that's just not the case. So how do they pull it off? The secret is an almost invisible, hyper-efficient logistics network. It's built on a just-in-time philosophy. Instead of one big delivery truck a day, fresh items like bentos and onigiri are delivered multiple times throughout the day, sometimes as often as 3 or 4 times. A rice ball you buy at lunch might have been made just that morning, and a new batch is already on its way for the evening rush. It's a constant, perfectly timed dance between the store, the delivery trucks, and the food production centers. One of the big chains, Lawson, admitted that back in 2017, they threw out about 10% of all their rice balls and bento boxes. For that one company, that added up to 44,000 tons of food waste in a single year. The public and the government started taking notice, and the stores had to respond. Lawson, for example, started a campaign where they put special stickers on food that was getting close to its sell-by date. If you bought one of those items in the evening, you'd get a small discount. It's a smart way to try and balance that promise of incredible freshness with the responsibility of not being wasteful. It's a delicate trade-off that sits at the very heart of the Konbini experience. But that obsession with quality and service creates something much bigger than just a store. It creates a place that people rely on for more than just a quick snack. The Konbini has become what sociologists call a third place. It's not home, and it's not work. It's that other essential spot that holds the community together. Think about the sheer numbers. In a single year, people in Japan made over 16 billion trips to a convenience store. That's not just a business. That's a central part of daily life. The Konbini offers a kind of emotional support. There was a commercial for Family Mart that showed this perfectly. A woman is sitting alone, upset and crying. A store chef sees her and makes her a warm meal from their ready-to-eat line, which is called Mom's Diner. She eats it, and her whole mood lifts. She says how delicious it is and asks for another bowl. The message is clear. The Konbini is a place of comfort, like a home-cooked meal when you need it most. They also solve tiny, everyday problems for the whole community. For example, many stores have an umbrella sharing service. For about 70 yen, less than $1, you can scan a QR code and borrow an umbrella for the day. It's a simple, cheap solution to the common problem of getting caught in the rain or losing your umbrella. Someone once described American convenience stores as grim, but in Japan, people happily grab a meal from a konbini on their way to work or for a quick dinner. It's not a last resort. It's a trusted, essential, and even comforting part of the day. In America, the convenience store grew up with the automobile. It was an add-on, a side thought to the gas station. Its main job was to serve people in cars who were just passing through. It was about grabbing something, anything, on your way to somewhere else. That's why so many feel a little grim. As one person put it, the food looks like it's been sitting there for ages, and you'd only eat it if you were really desperate. But in Japan, the konbini was built for a totally different world, a world of pedestrians, dense cities, and public transportation. They weren't designed for cars passing through. They were designed for people living right there. They had to win over the same customers, day after day.